So 2025 is almost over, and needless to say, it's been an interesting time for the automotive industry during this year.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn bad!
Ford doesn't have enough technicians, CAFE standards have been cut, and cars are still too complex and too expensive. How did this year affect technicians? Well, we're about to get into that right now. First, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'm a small automotive channel talking about the industry. We have fun with cars, we crack some jokes. It's just a good time overall. And next year, I got some really big ideas and big videos, and I can't wait to give them a shot. So if this is a channel that interests you, I really recommend you like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy. I love your feedback, and I want to hear more of it the next year. So first off, if you're a technician in this year, I want to know how it went. Comment below, and I would love to read through them.
Hate this place.
But in terms of totality, technicians have had it rough. And I made a video earlier this year talking about how a lot of techs were going to quit in 2025, and well, I didn't have an exact number, it was just my suspicion, but part of it I'd like to say it came true. Turnover this year for technicians was around 30% nationwide. Now that doesn't only mean that they took their tools up and left into a different trade, it could mean they went from one shop to another. Either way, 30% of all technicians quit their jobs for something else this year. And that's significantly higher than most industries. Around 42% of technicians leave the industry after 2 years of being in it. Retention is a big issue, but some dealerships sadly play into that. Like I was talking to the rambling mechanic, he says they keep their top guys in the dealership all certified out, and then they got this revolving door of, just wrench monkeys, parts changers. That's sad. We've been hearing it for a long time about the technician shortage, but what is actually driving that shortage? So many people, like Ford CEO, say there's a technician shortage, but a lot of them turn toward getting new people in the door. This is somewhat true though, considering about 40% of the industry is over 40 years old. And technicians know that this job isn't meant forever. Your body, if you don't take care of it, and even if you do take care of it, will wear away working on these things. But the biggest issue in terms of retention rate is pay. The average pay for an automotive technician goes from anywhere between $45,000 to $56,000 a year. In a survey, 78% of mechanics said that higher pay is the most urgent fix for this industry. Yet we still have CEOs like Jim Farley saying that they have jobs paying up to $125,000 a year. That number just isn't true. It isn't acceptable, and I can't imagine what it would take to even come close to that number being a tech in the dealership.
Why you always lying?
Complexity of vehicles is another issue, and warranty times to work on these vehicles are absurdly low. Just for people that don't understand, the time it takes to repair a vehicle outside of warranty and the time it takes to repair a vehicle inside of warranty are drastically different numbers. The repair is the same, but they screw you out of money. I made a pretty popular video this year talking about Ford's labor warranty, SLTS, and it struck a nerve with a lot of people who worked warranty times. Needless to say, it's kind of a joke. It's absolutely a joke. It sucks. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because this is like one of many videos I've talked about the technician shortage, the unfair wages the technicians are paid. But this is the same problem technicians have been going about for years and years. It seems like this year the voice has gotten louder. So what are my assumptions for next year? Well, more of the same. We have CEOs like Jim Farley of Ford saying that there's a problem and bringing it to light, going on interviews, but he's extremely tone deaf in what the problem is and what the solution is to fix it. So sadly, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I don't have all the answers to the problems we have here, but if I can give my humble advice is know your worth and don't work for a place that's just going to throw you under the bus and pay you peanuts to work there. Remember guys, there is plenty other avenues than dealerships. Fleet, indie, start your own business. I've had plenty of people in the comments tell their experiences and their transitions from the dealership into other works of the automotive trade. So if we're gonna fix this problem, it's gonna be grassroots. Support your local mechanic business because they rely on making you happy for them to succeed, not appeasing shareholders. Look, there's a lot of uncertainty and it's very scary, but we need to be steadfast. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. No pun intended. But anyway, I want to wish everybody a happy new year, a Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to encourage you guys to stay strong, being the best that you can be. And I pray that 2026 is a better year, not only for mechanics, but for everyone. Thank you guys for watching this year. I hope to see you in the next year, and take care.